Yo guys, what is going on? It is Mr. DJM back again with a new hairstyle and another episode of Squad Builder Shoutouts. So I'm sure you guys are aware by now, EA have released a whole load of new headliners. So what I've decided to do is make a 300k team, a 400k team and a 500k team around some of these new cards. So guys, just before we jump into the first squad builder, I do want to say I'm going to be starting a new series called Squad Builder Reviewer, where what I'm going to be doing is reviewing your ultimate teams. So if you could go and follow me on Instagram, it's @__Mr. DJM. I will put it as the first link in the description as well if you guys do want to go and follow me. And send me some pictures of your teams, and you could actually feature in the first episode. So if you could do that, I would hugely appreciate it. If you guys could like and subscribe as well, that'd be amazing. We are going to jump straight into our first squad builder. So guys, we are going to jump into our first shout out, and it comes from Harry Griffis, who says 300k team with flashback Casillas. So the formation I have chose is 4-3-3 attack. So in goal, of course, we've got the requested player in Iker Casillas, and he does look a really good goalkeeper, to be fair. So yeah, I'm not really going to comment too much. I've not used this flashback card, but of course you will be able to put him in there. So in the right back position, we have got a player that I've used a hell of a lot on FIFA, and it is going to be the 81 rated João Cancelo. A really reliable right back, to be fair. He's got the pace, the dribbling. Defensively he's not too bad. So yeah, I do like him. I'd recommend having him in your team. So in the right centre back position, we are going to go with the 85 rated PEPE, who of course has got a newly transferred card to Porto. And don't get me wrong, I don't think this guy is one of the best centre backs on this game, but I do think he'll do a solid enough job. 68 pace isn't too bad, and of course 85 defending with 81 physicality is pretty good stats. So alongside him, we would go with his Porto teammate in, I think it's Militao, is it? I'm not sure how you do pronounce this guy's name, but I have used this 81 in form before, and he's a really great centre back. Of course, having 83 pace, I think that would work really nicely alongside PEPE, because PEPE isn't the quickest. And yeah, I do think they'd complement each other quite nicely, to be fair. So in the left back position, I've gone with David Alaba, and I think this guy is one of the best left backs on the game. To be fair to him, going forwards he's absolutely terrific. Defensively would play pretty solid as well. So we're moving on to the left central midfield position. We are going to go with David Alaba's Bayern Munich teammate in Leon Goretzka. And I'm sure most of you guys know what Goretzka's about. A really good box-to-box midfielder, got very good pace. And yeah, he hasn't really got any weakness to his game. Really can do everything. So in the right central midfield position, I am going to go with Blaise Matuidi. I love Blaise Matuidi. I think he's such an important player to have in your team. He's an absolute specialist at cutting the pass lanes and just winning the ball back. So in the cam position, I've decided to go with the 88 rated James Rodriguez, or James Rodriguez, whatever you want to say. And I do think this guy is a very good cam. I think you've got to exploit his strengths. So as you can see, he's actually got 92 long shots. So if you do play to his strengths in his long shots, he can be a really dangerous player. So in the right wing position, I've decided to go, no, this is actually the left wing position. I don't know what I'm talking about. So in the left wing position, we have got Marco Reus. And I'm sure most of you guys have probably used Reus by now. Such a popular player and such a special player, to be fair. Can get you a lot of goals and assists. So in the right wing position now, finally moving on to it, we are going to go with Juan Guadrado. And I do like this guy. I think he offers a hell of a lot. He's got the pace, the dribbling, the 5-star skills. He just lacks a little bit of clinicality in front of goal. That's my only complaint whenever I do use him. But I do think he's a useful winger to have in your team for sure. So we're in the striker position. We've actually got the 87 rated ZAPATA. And this guy looks a really good headliner, to be fair. He was an 86, he's been upgraded to an 87, and he's got some great stats. 92 finishing looks really good, 99 strength as well. I think he could be very dangerous. So as you can see there, every player's on at least 8 chemistry. If you converted all the players to the correct positions and then did play 10 matches with the team, then every player would be on 10 chemistry. So yeah, hopefully Harry, this team will do well for you in game. You'll be able to get quite a few wins with the team. So guys, we are moving on to our second squad builder shout out, and it comes from Oh Yeah, who says, yo dude, I'm trying to get an awesome team for foot champs. Can you make a 400k team around informed Depay? So the formation I have chose is 4-3-3 in brackets 2. So in goal, I've decided to go with the 88 rated Handanovic. And so I do think this guy's a really reliable goalkeeper to have between the sticks. 6'4", very tall, 89 reflexes. Yeah, I'm sure he'll do a very solid job for you. So we're moving on to the right back position. I've decided to go with Alessandro Florenzi, and I do like this guy. I think he's a really good attacking fullback, and defensively I think he'll do a good enough job for you. So we're moving on to the two central defenders. As always, we do start off on the right-hand side. I've decided to go with Kostas Manolas, a really overpowered centre-back. Of course, having 83 pace is a great stat, and I think he'll be a very reliable player. So alongside him, I've decided to go with the 89 rated Giorgio Chiellini. I always say this man really is the definition of a no-nonsense central defender. 91 defending is a really good stat, to be fair. So in the left back position, I've actually decided to go with Lucas Hernandez, and I've used this guy a hell of a lot, to be fair, on FIFA 19. He's got great link ability, really solid defensive left back. Going forwards, I don't think he's great, I'll be honest, but defensively very reliable. So in the CDM position, I've actually got Blaise Matuidi once again in the side. As I say, I'm a big fan of Matuidi, really useful player to have in your team. So yeah, I think we're just going to move straight on. So we're moving on to the left central midfield position. I've decided to go with the 82 rated Jeffrey Kondogbia. Now, you've got a few options. You could play this formation, of course. He could play as a left central midfielder, but he is more defensive minded in my opinion. And yeah, he's an absolute powerhouse, to be fair, in game. So we're moving on to the right central midfield position. I've decided to go with Nabil Fekir. I love this guy on this game, to be fair. He's such a complete cam. He really can do everything. He's got the dribbling, he can score goals, can get assists, strong physically, decent pace. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of him, to be fair. So we're moving on to the right wing position, and we have got our second headliner to feature in Squad Builder Shoutouts, and it's going to be the 87 rated Pepe. And this guy looks like he's got one hell of a card. Look at some of his stats. 91 pace, 88 dribbling, 88 shooting. Some really good stats, and I have used his 86 in form, and he was very good, so I'm pretty sure his 87 is going to be better for sure. So we're moving on to the left wing position, and I've decided to go with Quincy Promes. Is it Quincy Promes or Quincy Promes? Not too sure about that, but I've actually got his ones to watch card. If you do own his ones to watch, then of course you'll be able to stick him in there. If not, just go with the 83, or you could buy his ones to watch off the market if you wanted to. So we're moving on to the striker position, and of course we have got the requested player in the inform 85 rated Memphis Depay, and I've used this inform quite a few times, and he's such a special player. Can create a bit of magic if you need him to. He's got the 5-star skills, and of course he's a really good goal scorer. So as you can see there, every player's on at least 8 chemistry. Again, if you did convert all the players to the correct positions and then play 10 matches with a team, then every player would be on 10 chemistry. This is probably what I would recommend doing in game, maybe playing 4-3-3 in brackets 3 and then moving Kondogbia to one of the CDMs and having Fekir as a central midfielder. You could do that if you wanted to, or you could go with the 4-3-3 in brackets 2. It's up to you. Oh yeah, but hopefully it'll do well for you in Foot Champions. So guys, we are now moving on to our third and final squad builder shout out, and it does come from Tobias Reitschel, who says 500k team around Alphonso Davies. So the formation I have chose is 4-5-1, however I do actually recommend changing it in game to 4-2-3-1 wide. So kicking things off in between the sticks, I've decided to go with the 85 rated Alisson. And I do actually own his 86 inform, and his inform's great, to be fair. One of my favourite goalkeepers on the game, so I'm sure the 85 will do a good enough job for you. So we're moving on to the right back position. I've actually gone with a surprise player, really. I've gone with the 73 rated Dumfries. Now, of course, if you do own his 83 card, then stick him in there for sure. But if you don't, I would just say go with the 73 and then just take him off straight away and bring on a better right back. So yeah, he's just in the team for chemistry reasons, to be fair. So moving on to the two central defenders now. As always, we do start off on the right-hand side, and we've gone with Virgil van Dijk. And I'm sure pretty much everyone's aware now of how good Van Dijk is on FIFA. An absolute monster, one of the best centre-backs on the game for sure. So alongside him, I've decided to go with Davinson Sanchez. A really overpowered centre-back on FIFA 19, and I've used him quite a lot, to be fair. I think he's a really good player. So we're moving on to the left back position, and once again we've got David Alaba in the team. I mean, this guy has got really good link ability, to be fair, and as I said previously, one of the best left backs. So we're just going to move on straight away to the left central midfielder, and I've decided to go with Moussa Dembele, who actually got recently transferred, didn't he, to the Chinese league. Bit of a shame, because in my opinion he's one of the best centre midfielders on FIFA anyway, from the BPL. And yeah, I'm sure he'll be a pretty decent player for you. So we're moving on to the left cam position first, and we're going to go with Roberto Firmino, or also known as Bobby Firmino. And I love Firmino, to be fair. I think he's such a great cam, offers you goals, assists, work rate, very useful player to have in your team. So in the right cam position, we have got his Liverpool and Brazilian teammate in Fabinho. Now, of course, I would recommend changing him to a cam, but I would not suggest playing him as a cam in game. He would play as one of the CDMs, and yeah, he's such a great CDM, really good ball winning midfielder. So in the right midfield position, I've decided to go with another headline player, and it's going to be the 86 rated LOZANO, and this card looks really special, to be fair. He's got electric pace, 97 acceleration, 96 sprint speed. He's also got very good dribbling, 97 agility, looks really good, and finishing wise pretty decent as well. So in the left midfield position, we would go with the requested player in Davies. Is it Davies or Davis? I'm not too sure, to be honest. But he does look a very good card, and I'm kind of regretting not getting him because he looks a really good winger. Of course, electric pace as well. He's got the dribbling. He's even got strength, to be fair. So yeah, looks a very dangerous player. And then in the striker position, we would go with another speedster in the 87 rated Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Such a great forward, to be fair. Does what he says on the tin, really. Just gets in behind and scores goals. So as you can see there, every player is... not all of them are on 8 chemistry. Fabinho's only on 5, but if you converted every player to the correct position and then did play 10 matches again, every player would be on 10 chemistry. So in game, I would recommend changing the formation to 4-2-3-1 wide, having Aubameyang, of course, as a striker, Firmino as the cam, and then having Dembele and Fabinho as the two holder midfielders, with Davies on the left midfield and then LOZANO on the right midfield. And then I would recommend taking Dumfries off, and you can bring on whatever right back you want, to be fair. I've got an informed Pereira, so that's probably who I would stick there. So yeah, that is the team. Hopefully, Tobias, it will do well for you in game. So guys, that is all 3 squads. As always, you can rate every team out of 5. I'll be interested to see what you guys do say. Now, if you do want to feature in the next episode of Squad Builder Shoutouts, all you've got to do is make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and then just put in the comments below what team you would like me to make. If you do want to feature in the brand new series Squad Builder Reviewer, make sure you go and follow me on Instagram at __Mr. DJM and send me a picture of your team. I would hugely appreciate that, guys. But that is just going to be about it from me for today, so I'll catch you in the next video.